sorry, 8-hour drive.
It's an 8. Sometimes you go for a good reason, sometimes you go for bad. Drive from Maryland House to here. That's by that time. Hi. Tired mom. Tired mama. We out here. Road tripping. Not for the fun of it, but
Hey y'all, this is the Stef Ny Channel. I'm Nyla.
I'm Stephanie.
And this is the Stef Ny Channel. So today we are right now in the middle of a road trip on our way back from the VA, aka Virginia. And we're gonna like kind of talk and chit chat while we on the road just a little bit. Just tidbits and experiences and what we've been doing.
I, as mentioned in the introduction video, I'm originally from Virginia. Born and raised in the Bible Belt area, so very southern based. And with that said, going home is always fun. It's always entertaining, even whether it's for a good reason or a sad reason. Always a time where you can see family and friends. My mother had a large family. She was one of 14. Yes, you heard it right, 14. So I have a lot of cousins and aunts and uncles. Some have passed away, as my parents have, but others are still alive. And even though we're in COVID, we just kind of talked to them on the phone. Some of them we said hi to them from a distance and waved. But it was still a chance where we got to go and say hi to people and just be able to, let them see Nyla and Nyla at 18 and Nyla,
There's a lot of people I have not seen
in a long time. Well, not a long time, but still just long enough where every year that goes by is a long time. And since we didn't get to go this summer because of COVID, it's been 2019 was the last time. So, it was a like I said, sometimes you go for a good reason, sometimes you go for bad, but we really went. Even though no matter what, it's seeing family and seeing friends and getting together that makes it all worthwhile, even in these different and challenging times. So Nyla, what were your highlights? We weren't gonna say any lowlights. We're gonna say what the highlights were.
There, it was funny because I love-hate relationships. I don't like the word hate. They be getting along, legs be getting tired and stuff. So I've been just eating and everything. And when you start seeing the changes, because it's really like a eight-hour drive.
It's an 8-hour drive if we don't stop.
Without stopping.
8 hours, but if we stop too much, it could be 9. We've had it be 9 before.
It's like 8 hours, and you get to see like all the states change and everything. So you see like from lights to low lights and everything, and you see different animals kind of creeping up and stuff. Deers, but like in a safe distance.
Oh, I see.
Because we're driving and stuff. But I saw a deer on the way there, and then I saw what looked like a fox, which was very interesting. I've never seen a wild fox.
And so that's a first.
Yeah, I found it kind of interesting, and I've been seeing a lot of cows, so I've been taking pictures of that.
She's gone cow crazy.
Look at that! Whoa! Look at all them cows. Whenever I see a cow, a set of cows, I need to take a picture of it because I'm not going to see that stuff up there. Different areas, you get to grasp historic districts or like districts that like have certain laws pretty much to say you can't change certain things. So it looks like It's like the same. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just looks so like different to me. While I'm there, going seeing family from a distance, mask, gloves, and all. Yeah, we're in the car, but we're very much. I have my COVID bag. Here's what's in my COVID bag, y'all. I'm gonna make it quick. I got hand soap, extra gloves, and trust me, the soap is already burst and it's all over inside the bag, but you can ignore that because it's soap, and soap is soap. Wipes. Because you've been going into bathrooms and then they don't have any soap, so anyways, I was going to be prepared.
Did a little road trip tour for us before we went back of my elementary school, my middle school, and my high school, so that Nyla would get a chance to see. Not that we haven't done it before, but kind of doing it all in one spin so she could see the schools that I attended when I was growing up. Raymond Elementary. Oh, I don't know whether they're doing something or not in there. Oh, there's the police, so I can't do no more than this. I don't want to get busted.
Wow. Why?
Well, the colors were orange and blue.
Oh.
So that's why that thing is orange and blue. See?
Big orange
orange and blue.
machine.
Much
land.
Out.
If any of our
that used to be, that's where you parked, and then you came out here, and then here was the school.
And what's up there?
That used to be the parking lot.
This court.
There's
the school.
Girl.
They got the school.
Yeah, and the school was here. The university over there in the distance.
This is a huge high school. If we ever got to, this is probably the biggest high school I've ever been seen.
So now this is the rebuilt school.
Wow.
You remember look at Liberty there in the distance.
And they got the Liberty over here.
That's their football. Their base. They have
a feel for everything. This is insane.
So here's the front. I guess that's the side of the school.
So
I was there. I was in my town for 18 years till I went to college. Just kind of told her stories about like when I was used to babysit the dance teachers' kids, and they lived in this historic district in this really beautiful home, but they were restoring it, and it was old and it was creepy and scary because they were just starting to renovate. The store is beautiful. This was a house that I babysat in. My dance teacher used to live in. On it, and a bat came in while I was watching the kids, and I basically was ready to leave the kids in the house by themselves. That's the funny part of the trip for me, because just showing her the house, which is now fully restored. I mean, it's 100 years later, but it's just so beautiful, and they're regentrifying all the areas in the historic district of where I'm from, so it was just really nice to drive around and see how they've restored a lot of the old houses, because in the historic district where I'm from, you cannot tear it down and modernize it. You might be able to modernize it from the inside, but the outside has to stay true to where we were brought up and how you were raised. So, and I showed the downtown area of where I'm from, and that's being regentrified also. So just getting to see all the little landmarks and stuff like that. Just historic area, where my elementary, middle school, and high school, and then also being able to share with her just how everything is being, what's old is new, what's new is old, the farmers market. Pretty cool. Look at these apartments. I mean, it's a James River view, but I guess it's a river view. Okay, look, James. was little, my parents bought me like chicks for my Easter present, and and I had chicks in the backyard for a little while with
like little chicks
that turned out to be big, huge. I guess they were ducks.
Yeah.
And eventually they somehow died. My parents said from possums, but then my siblings said that we ate them. I don't want to think that. I'm just saying that those are the memories I try to share with Nyla. So those are the things that she got to see, and those are the stories I got to tell her.
Well, the driving thing too, like I wanted to drive, but like when you get to certain area, you're not used to it. For me as a new driver, there's no like adventure for me, like in new area. I've got to like see the area and stuff. Like when we were on the way down, we would get to the, I guess you could say the boonies, so it's just pitch black
between major cities. Like right now we're driving, and in a very few minutes you're not going to be able to see it. No highway lights in certain areas. Now there are some here, so the lights should cut on some because we're getting closer to a metropolitan area. Doing today, we left late going back, and we're and you get into an area where it's pitch black, meaning that you have to turn on your high beam lights in order to be able to see in front of the road and drive. So I'm doing this drive because I'm used to it. My eyes are trained to it, although I hate driving at night. But we're gonna get back up the road, and we needed to see everybody and get on the road and say our goodbyes, and we wanted to do everything, so we did everything before we left. And I got a chance to experience what was the best commercial.
Oh my gosh, we've got to go into that. Oh my goodness. It was a Kroger's commercial. We don't have Kroger's by where we live. Kroger's, I don't have to put a picture. But that ad where they dropping it low, I was at my family's house and I saw that, and we busted out laughing. Like we just saw it too just now.
That commercial was everything.
So fun. It's so cute because they got the little characters and everything. Looking at the things, and they're like dropping it low, like because of the prices. The prices are low. Oh my god. It wasn't cheesy. It was funny. Like I think
the music was what made the commercial.
Yes, the music is what
fact that they picked that song was everything, and it correlates so well with you automatically knew that it correlated with low prices at the grocery store. So it was such smart advertising.
Who sings that song?
Getting low. Is that Nelly? Who is that?
I think it's Nelly.
Yeah. That was, oh my gosh, it was absolutely the best commercial by now.
I'm gonna link below. It's 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's the best.
I've never laughed so hard at a commercial.
That was the best.
Got the best, y'all. The best sunset pics, sunrise pics. Are beautiful. It's a fun fact, by the way, if you live in an area that's like a rural area where it's not urban or like fully, like not fully
populated with a lot of people and a lot of buildings, and you can have
and maybe
less
pollution, then you get to see the stars a lot clearer. Like where I am, we're more of like a city type area. You don't really see the stars.
I remember in high school we all went arm, and you took a telescope out there. You can see it with the naked. We kind of went and looked at the constellations, so we got to see like the Big Dipper and the North Star, and you got to see all the different things the science teacher was talking about. Real hand, first hand. It was beautiful. The stars so crystal clear and so pretty. And no, I'm not from a rural area. It's still considered a city, but it's definitely more spread out than where we're from.
Yeah. No, I loved it. I loved the experience. I love the openness. I love the quietness. Right. I pumped gas for the car.
We didn't videotape that just for the sheer fact that you're not supposed to like have your cell phone out at a gas station. Or maybe that's a super station, but in Virginia people do try to hold true to a lot of those things. You pump gas for the first time.
First pump of gas.
First time pumping gas. Oh, yay.
I think I did pretty good. I need to get used to it more. I pumped gas. Like I took a picture of the gas station that I pumped gas at. I think it was Exxon. But yeah.
Make sure you join the family.
Like,
follow,
and subscribe, and hit the bell notification wherever it is. Thanks. Look at that, North Pole.